if you're new here, I'm Queen-Esther. If you've been here from the start, welcome back, alright? And welcome to all my new subscribers out. Alright, so God want to say something to some of his daughters, okay? This is for the daughters. So Lord, have your way. Open their hearts to receive and perceive what you're saying. Okay, so based on the title, the Father is saying, don't, you should proceed. Like, don't pull back when you're supposed to be proceeding. Don't retreat when you're supposed to proceed. Okay? Don't close your heart now. Don't go in a shell now that the person make their move. Do you understand me? Be open. You've been diligent in your ways. You've been patient. You did the work. Now the blessing is here. However, you can't really see it because it's not something that's available. It's not something that's available? Because it's not something that is available. Okay, so it's different. Do you understand me? The person might be different. Okay, the person reacts different. The person acts different. Don't corrupt this new person with your past, neglect your past, exit your past situationship. Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so the Lord is bringing back this movie that I've watched yesterday. However, she did give his wife way too much grace. Okay, so here's a lovely part about the gentleman. He walked in on his wife in bed with another man, and he loved this woman so much he didn't react. He even talked to he spoke with his friend about what happened and what the friend would do, and the friend reacted that I would kill both of them. Okay. And he was actually surprised. He was taken aback by what he spoke. However, did you know that guilt is the best or is the worst teacher, the worst enemy, the worst thing? Um, she was so guilty. She was begging this man to react. Okay, one moment. Okay, so after the husband caught her cheating, no, the husband literally caught her in bed with another man. He was about to go out to the airport. He forgot something. He returned. She was in bed with another man. This man was so graceful. He acts as if nothing happened. He didn't know how to react to the situation because he loved his wife so much. When he was at his arrival destination, he called his wife to check on her. However, she didn't know how to respond. She didn't even want to answer the phone. But when this guy started talking to her, he said, "Honey, make sure you ate and you're rested. I don't want you to be worried." Now, if your husband caught you cheating and call with the same posture, nothing changed, how would you feel? You would think that there's something more that's about to happen. Why is he not reacting? That at this young lady up, okay? And from God's perspective, he needed to be more mature. He needed to set firm boundary with the young lady. However, because of his mature reaction, the consequences went in place itself. So the way the guy kept treating her, responding to her, protecting her, supporting her, she retreated from doing any such behavior, any such habit. Okay, like somebody can love you so much, can love you the right way, even when you are immature, that they will help you change. They will soften your heart. God will use them to soften your heart. Okay. Um, Only for music, you should seek God for your healing. First thing first, and number two, you should ask God to send you the resources that you need. Okay, so if you don't know God, I ask you to open your heart today and invite Him in, and He will be your provider. However, it did say, "Ask and it shall be given unto you." So if you need me to post this for you, I will go ahead and do so. All right. Now, money is a tool Okay, but some of you are very religious with money. I tell people this: there's resources and many different ways to make money. All right, and I know a lot of you see me online trading and things. People would be asking for money, asking for money, but I want to tell you this: the money is available for everybody. I'm not talking to the person who's asked for money, but I'm just giving you knowledge here now. There's money available for everybody. You just gotta have to be diligent and willing to put such work in. I know this because I had to do that for myself. And when you go through it and you do the sacrifice, you will be more appreciative of your money. And when you think about the sacrifice that you put in, when you give out your money as that, others won't really appreciate it because they just get it as handout, as free. So all of you who are growing in the realm of finances, wealth, building money, your own business, do know that you're gonna have to have firm boundaries. However, when something doesn't come to you easily, you will appreciate it more. And that's something that I realized with my gifts, with my trading, with my all those things. Okay? I also do have trading mentorship. However, I'm overbooked at the moment, but I'll be scheduling two positions for a personal mentorship with me. So whoever is interested in that, you can email me, okay? So that was the revelation that God is saying. The blessing might not be familiar. It's different and you might miss it if you're not mature. So be open and focus on what God is saying. Pay attention to the person. Be the spouse before you become the spouse, all right? Now, I don't know if a lot of you have a hard time finding a husband or a wife or just vetting people, okay? But I can tell you from being on dating site often, just to vet people. There's a lot of men that uh, would entertain me, not in the way of immaturity, but match or message me and all of that. But then when I do take the time to vet them, I'm like, okay, this is not what I'm looking for. If you're not getting candidate on a dating website, that means your profile needs to be mature, all right? So these are the services I offer. However, I've been building in other streams, but for the person who really need these help, I'm going to be opening up my mentorship for 3 people in this upcoming week, all right? So if you're struggling with getting matched, if you're struggling with even attracting somebody, if you're struggling with keeping the conversation going or getting their attention, there's the art for such thing, okay? Well, I want the man that stands out. No, I don't want the man that stands out. You're gonna get my attention based on your posture. However, your profile might grab my attention, but when I read it, if I feel like there's nothing, any substance, I might still do a match and then I vet you myself because not everybody put everything on their profile. And that's another thing. Here's a strategy. Don't put too much of your information on the profile. You want to have a little mystery. However, when you reach to a level as myself, I'm going to tell you exactly what I want. And if that's not you, then you're going to swipe away. Okay? I've been very bold and very mature with putting what I desire from a man in there. Okay? Because some of you women, ladies, you don't know your worth. You don't know what you bring to the table. You don't know that men are gifts. You don't know that your intrinsic value is what is often required and desired, not the amount of money you make and not just your beauty. You can be beautiful to get their attention, but you need to be able to keep their attention with your maturity, with good character, hygiene, and all of that. And one more thing I have to say, stature is a posture, okay? And it takes time to build that posture mentally. When you do the work, nobody can tell you nothing, period. I don't care. I wouldn't even pay attention to what the naysayer have to say about me because I know my worth, I know my value, I know the hard work I put in to be where I'm at, and obviously all glory to God. So some of you need to upgrade your profile. You need to upgrade your mindset, okay? You need to upgrade the way you think. You need to upgrade everything about you. When you become the man you want to attract, you will start attracting those men. Don't want something that you're not. Do you understand me? However, that posture is different for ladies. Some ladies just say I'm beautiful and that's all that I need, and some men just require such. However, I don't want to be that lady. I want to be the lady with the knowledge and the mature posture with the boundaries and everything. So some of you might struggle with boundaries and all these things. This is where you start doing your personal self-development coaching by me. All right. So that's the word for today. Do have a lovely day, everybody. Stay blessed. Take this word back to God for confirmation. Don't retrieve when you're supposed to be proceeding in the blessing. All right. Do have a good day and stay blessed. Bye.